Good evening, Los Santos. Anchor Mannington arrived from the Weazel News, a broadcasting studio. We have some great footage tonight, Los Santos, to keep you up to date on the latest and the greatest news around the city. To kick things off, we have a very intense situation that occurred earlier this week outside of Mission Row PD. Check it out.
So, my demands are pretty simple, Hoser.
Alrighty, what would that be there, eh?
I want 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 extra dip, 3 number 45s, a number 7, and a large soda.
Sure you get one of those with cheese.
Alright, sir. The only problem I have is I personally do not have anybody to go and get that order for you, sir. All my other officers have come down with something there, eh? They're unavailable to go and get that order, eh?
In play.
Then
They
give me
are
a fucking
asking.
chainsaw.
They're asking.
Yeah,
for
I honestly do not know where
burgers,
to
I
buy a chainsaw there, eh? I tried U-Tool before it, but because I got a tree in my front yard there, eh, that I really need to trim down and, everything, but I'm just not seeing one there, eh? It's kind of a piss-off.
A nuclear bomb?
That is
Apparently
a bit
asking for a
beyond
nuclear
what I
bomb.
can give there, sir. I don't even know where I would ask for access to a nuclear bomb there, eh?
Well, first you'd have to find some fission materials, and then you'd have to figure out a way of develop.
He has a gun to my head.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I need to talk to you a little bit later, but we'll deal with that later.
Oh, I got it. I know what I need.
I was all about science when I got
What
my
do you need there,
PhD.
I know what I need.
MIT.
I want the Weazel news guy here in the, pin suit here, the flannel suit here. I want him to get on his hands and knees and say, I'm a good little doggy.
That's all you need, and then you'll let Mr. Phoenix there go?
Yeah, maybe.
No,
I can-
sir, if you want us to, negotiate, we need to negotiate. We need, it's not just maybes at this case, eh?
Well, what's in it for me?
I mean, I think I could talk him into getting on his hands and knees and saying he's a good little doggy.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll let him go.
Shoot me, my blood has tetanus.
Apparently, the
Can you-
hostage taker is asking.
The Doctor, greatest villain of
somebody
all
to-
time, master of the universe. Be sure to get that.
Wait, what? One more time?
Excuse me, I'm just going to adjust.
The Doctor, greatest villain of all time, master of the universe.
Got a man named the Doctor.
Greatest
Greatest
of all
villain.
time.
Master of the universe. How bloody hard is it
Wait,
to remember that, please?
sir,
Greatest villain of the Master Universe.
sir, are you actually a doctor, or are you impersonating a government official there, eh?
Yes, I am actually a doctor. I have a PhD in psychoanalysis and mental therapy.
Oh, hey.
Bloody mental therapy.
Doctor.
Well, unfortunately, you can't give a mental evaluation on yourself.
Don't let him wash my brain. I'm allergic to detergent.
Yeah, I'm gonna wash your brain with a fucking bullet if you don't shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
Sir, news person, would you kindly get on all fours and say that you are a good little doggy for this, doctor?
Listen there, Weasel
Yeah,
News
right.
buddy. You're the fate of a man's life is in your hands.
Have to save them. Do it.
He's doing it. Please let the hostage go.
I'm a good little doggy.
Sayonara, suckers.
Surprisingly easy.
Our sources tell us that the man in the crow's mask is known as the Doctor. We cannot confirm or deny the details at this time, but judging by his demands, the suspect was insatiably hungry. Rosantos, are you tired of crashing into poles and paying top dollar for F-tier mechanics to clip your plastic bumper back on? Well, then we have a treat for you. We now kick it over to our anchor correspondent, the great Anchor Mannington, aka myself, for an exclusive interview with the Reverend Casey Crowley, who may be able to help. Good evening, Los Santos. Anchor Mannington here, on scene with Casey Crowley, one of Los Santos' best, if not only mechanic. Casey, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right.
Oh, that is fantastic, Casey. Thank you so much for allowing us to be within inside your shop. This is just a great, grand, giant shop that you have here. It is very most impressive.
It is. You could practically do donuts inside of here.
You probably could. If not, you already have. But we're not here to ask about those potential donuts. Let's get down to the real meat, the nitty gritty. Let's talk about Casey Crowley. How does that sound to you?
Go for it. I'm an
All
open
right,
book.
Casey. Perfect. Well, we have a few questions lined up for you. Some of them are kind of like two-part questions, if you don't mind. So if you could just give your
All right.
best answer, best attempt at them, then that would be perfect. All right. So first up, we want to know why did you get in the trade, and how long have you been a mechanic?
How long have I been a mechanic professionally? Probably the last 10 years, maybe. But how I got into the trade was my dad always messed around with cars, and I always spent a lot of time with him wrenching on things. And so I've basically had a wrench in my hand since I was old enough to hold one.
Wow, that is fantastic. So it really seems like you have a lot of personal experience just growing up, which is actually the perfect segue into my very next question for you, Casey. What kind of work are you actually able to do here at the shop? And do you also have a specialty?
Here at the shop, I can pretty much do anything from repairs. I can do cosmetics. I can do performance upgrades. My specialty is paint work and cosmetic work. I love building show ponies.
Oh, well,
But
that is
I
just
can
fantastic.
but I can definitely I definitely know my way around an engine bay as well.
Oh, that is amazing, Ros Santos. She not only brings the beauty, but also the beast within your vehicle. Come and get it to the for sure. So, Casey, once again, amazing segue into our very next question, which is what do you normally charge for a repair and cleaning to get these vehicles looking in tip-top shape?
So for a regular repair, I charge 200, and cleaning is on the house. There's one thing I can't stand. It's a dirty car, so I always throw in a free cleaning with your repair.
Wow, that is very, very generous of you. And I'm sure the people of Los Santos would definitely appreciate a free cleaning because, as you know, Los Santos, there are tons of car washes around. But if you bring your car here to Casey to get a nice repair, you could for sure expect her to get a nice cleaning and a good wax. In fact, she put some Fabry Secret wax on my vehicle, and it was amazing. I slid right off that thing. It was incredible. So, Casey, we want to know, I guess the real you as well outside of work. What do you like to do outside of work?
Pretty much, I just scout locations for taking photos. I love taking photos. It's a big passion of mine. I also like checking out the scrap yards, seeing what's new down there. I'm always looking for a project.
Sure,
And
yes.
other than that, I'm pretty much just driving around or hanging out with my friends or falling asleep in the back seat because I work way too hard.
Oh, yes, we were just talking about how you are burning the midnight oil here, being up this rate to be able to service the fine citizens of this very city. But that sounds amazing there, Casey. You definitely seem like, a person who is very in touch with arts, as you would say. You definitely care about the cosmetics of vehicles. You specialize in painting, and you're always looking for creative projects along with photography. Very creative and, well, just a very I guess down to earth individual. That's amazing. So Casey, let me ask, where could people reach you at to take advantage of the wonderful services that you offer here at the shop.
So any time that I'm available to take any kind of work, I always throw something up on the yellow pages, or I'll tweet out to let everybody know that I'm open. And the best way to get a hold of me is to either text me when you find my phone number in the yellow pages, or just respond to me via tweet, and I'll do what I can.
Well, that is amazing, folks. There is plenty of ways to reach Miss Casey Crowley right here if you ever need any services done to your vehicle. Casey, my very last question for you, it's a free-form question. Is there anything else that you want the public to know? Anything you want to add?
Um, I'm honestly not sure.
Well, that is totally
Not good
fine.
at being put on the spot.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's more of like a potpourri question anyway. It doesn't really matter. And, you've provided such great and wonderful answers, very informative, and I think the people of Los Santos will agree. So, if there's nothing else more, Casey, I want to thank you so much for allowing us to have this interview here in your shop. Thank you for your time, of course, and for helping us out when we needed our cars repaired as well.
Not at all. Thank you guys for calling me and giving me the opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Come down to Casey Crowley's repair shop. It is, sorry, where is this located, Casey?
We are located on Vespucci Boulevard, just east of the gas station.
There you go, folks. Just past MRPD, go over that bridge. It is not the first one on your right, but if you go east of that gas station, that will be right in front of you. You make a left right into Casey's wonderful shop, and you could, get your car nice and fixed up. All right, Los Santos, signing off, Anchor Maddington. Oh, wow. Thanks, Casey. Los Santos, please head over to Casey's shop anytime you need service done to your vehicle. She does amazing work, and I can attest firsthand to how good her services actually are. And now, here is Barry with the weather.
Thank you, Anchor Mannington, and welcome, Los Santos, to the weather for the next week. On Monday, we're going to be starting to see something spicy come over the horizon. We're going to see more warm weather coming throughout the week. Tuesday getting warmer, Wednesday getting warmer. By Thursday and Friday, it's starting to get hot. And by Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be so hot, you're not going to want to leave your house, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to want to keep that AC on. Make sure you stay nice and snug. Now, ladies and gentlemen, keep your heads down, get your suntan on, and this is Billy Jetson with the weather.
Thanks, Barry. To wrap things up, Los Santos, the talk of the town has been the desire to have a mayor. That's right. Not only would this be good for our government officials, but for us as a city entirely, Los Santos. Weazel News had the pleasure of interviewing a previously mistaken Bigfoot who turned out to be none other than Furman himself. Hear what he had to say about his upcoming candidacy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of Los Santos. This is Furman, running for the 2021 mayor of Los Santos. My platform is the Nature Party. I, Furman, am the god of nature and sensual love. My platform essentially is, I want to save the environment and make the city a cleaner and have a brighter future for tomorrow. I also stand for everything that is balance. I believe that there is balance in this world, just like a pendulum swings. When you put too much weight on one end, it's going to topple over. So I believe in keeping everything equal and beautiful in this great city. That is my goal. So from what I understand, there is a huge issue with people just dumping their trash all over the street. As mayor, I intend to essentially have community cleanup days, where we're going to come together as a community and volunteer to clean up the streets of the city. I also believe that there is a huge issue with drug problems in the city at the moment. I want to help people clean themselves up and become better people for the city. I also understand that the city is also in an issue with money, and the current budget for the PD and the judicial system itself is quite quite in a rough spot. So my plan is to help generate more jobs in the city so that we can further ourselves and create a better economy in the city overall. I'm not too versed on taxes myself, I will be honest with you, but I have a plan to get with people who know about these things so that we can plan ahead and make better ideas for the future. I don't want to increase the taxes on the people here in the city, but what I do want people to understand is that maybe if it's for us to make a better living situation in Los Santos, giving a little more on all sides, not just one side, may be a better route. But I do want to try my best to keep everything in a way so people prosper. That is my agenda with that. One thing, and this is my campaign slogan, and I stand by this because for over millennia now, because I am a god, essentially, save the environment or I'll fucking kill you. Thank you, Los Santos.
And that's it for this week, Los Santos. Be sure to come back on Friday for more great stories and current events. Good night.